Oh, is that drink coming along?
Where?
I like the way he does that, huh?
Jonah, just a poser.
You know, in my next life,
It's just a poser.
I want to become a bartender. In my next life.
You know the problem with you is that you think bartenders get the most. And I could be wrong, Jonah. Is it true that bartenders get the most?
The most what?
The most tips.
Is it true that Mwemusinga Mugundi?
What?
Yes,
Look it out.
Look at that. Do you mind? You drink nicely.
It's a poser.
I know.
He's speaking.
But that's a beautiful cocktail. I can even tell.
Yeah.
Gwe, let me tell you what amazed me the most this last week. 13 billion shillings.
Who ate it?
MPs.
How?
29 million each. For consultations.
No, don't say consultations. Say consultations.
No, it was actually consultations. There was actually a budget that was released.
This is for the age limit debate.
Yes, for the age limit debate. Go and talk to your constituents and find out blah, 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 blah. So I saw the budget. And and this is what amazed me about this entire 29 million.
It's over 200, no, it's over 13 billion, like you said.
13 million in total. So the budget for the consultations was, there was tent hire, there was drive-through rallies, there was food and drinks, there was town council meetings, there was chairs and blah, blah, blah. The total budget.
And Nebigenderako.
Even miscellaneous was there.
Miscellaneous. Is that what they call it?
Yes, miscellaneous.
Nebigenderako.
The total budget, after everything of that has been spent for those consultations, there's a balance of 18 million. Yeah.
So each one is given 29.
Yeah.
But after all is said and done.
Yeah. So the total cost is 11. After you're paid for everything, 11 million shillings. That's the cost.
But Marcus,
but there's a balance of 18.
But Marcus, let's not forget, there's a balance of 18, fine. A lot of the anti-age limit and don't want to consult because... These red guys have said, for us, that 29 million, we don't even want it. Take it back. We're not interested in that. Who was it? Semuju? Who was the other guy? Well, basically anti...
Yeah, I saw yesterday even Bobby Wine sent back.
Exactly. They said, we're not going to touch that money. In fact, take it back. Meanwhile, there were some NRM chaps, not all of them, I don't know.
The ones who want to jiko atako.
Yeah, the ones who want to touch. The ones who want to touch.
Let's remove this.
Basically, for them, they said, even this 29 million is too little money for us to do what
You're
we
joking.
have to do. Yes.
They said it.
They said it live.
Yet in the budget, there's a balance of 18 million.
Can you imagine?
The guy said it's little money.
It's little money for us to do these consultations with
Properly.
our constituencies. So now who is, what it's like...
There's a balance. But you see, for me, my question is, even those guys of Tojikwatako, the red guys, they sent the money back. And here's my problem. Because this money has come from, what do they call it? The
MP's emoluments.
Emolument fund or something like that.
Emolument fund or something.
So it has come from that fund. And my question is, so you've sent the money back. Why? In the general scheme of things, I would like to think that your place, your constituents, your area of representation has problems. So you've been sent 29 million, that's not for you, it's for them. Well, it's for them for another reason.
Absolutely.
But it's for them anyway.
Yes.
Why shouldn't they benefit regardless of whether or not they are pro or against the age limit removal? That's my concern.
Why shouldn't they benefit?
Yes, in other words, if you don't want the purpose of what this money is for, why don't you use it for something else?
No, you see...
Because it's been released.
No. You see, Marcus, you can't... Listen, the money was sent for a purpose. A particular purpose, to consult. So you cannot use money that was sent for a particular purpose for other things. Well, this is Uganda. Let me not say you can't. Let me just...
Actually, you do make a point because there's in fact, let me find it here. There's your friend, Bobby Wine.
My friend?
Your friend. He's your friend. I would not call him your uncle. We call everybody my uncle. He actually, and I'm going to read it for you. He actually said, because I think people told him and said, you don't have to send the money back. You can use it for Chadondo East, people need blah, 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 blah. Let me tell you what he wrote. Some people have suggested that I get this money and use it to uplift the conditions of my constituents. This would be a very good idea given the level of need, but the law is against it and could use it to frame me or other MPs with corruption charges. Under Section 2 of the Anti-Corruption Act 2009, corruption includes the diversion of public money and using it for any other purpose than what it was intended. By using that money to buy beds or solar panels or whatever and consulting, instead of consulting, I would be deemed to have diverted it. As a law-abiding citizen, I shall not play into that trap.
So,
by God's grace, I want to assure the people of Chad and the East that despite our many needs, we shall not be complicit in this broad daylight robbery of our citizens and blah, blah, blah.
I shall not, a key word over there.
Yes.
I shall not fall into that trap.
He said it.
So, he said it. And it's
against the law.
It's against the law. I am not going to eat that. But in fact, he even wrote, and he posted it on social media as well. I think,
of returning the money.
Of returning the money, saying, money has landed on my account. Please know that I am returning this money.
Yeah.
He wrote it, stamped, sealed, and delivered.
Yeah. But here's my problem. I've given you the budget breakdown. Okay? Even if you're to use that money for what it's worth, 18 million is still balance. So if you're not going to divert 18 million, are you going to use the 11 and send 18 back? Of course you're not.
Of course you're not.
You know what I mean?
Of course you're
not. Now, if you say, fine, I'm not going to buy solar panels or whatever, blah, 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 whatever it is, that 18 million, 9 times out of 10, because we are all human beings, is going to be used for personal stuff.
You see, the thing is, and the key thing that for me, Bobby Wine has said over there, if I do that, they want me to do that. But because this is such a sensitive issue, Banangi Marcus, the age limit is such a sensitive issue, they're waiting for me to do that so that they can trap me on that. Sorry. It's a good one, eh? Yeah.
Well done. Well done. Sorry.
Do you understand?
They're waiting for you to get trapped.
They're waiting for me to actually use this money for something else and then catch me on that and then say, you see, you're talking about corruption, you are the person who's actually involved in the corruption, using that balance of 80 million
for personal
things. So let me not do that. And for me, this openness and saying, guys, I'm not going to touch it. It's against the law. Here's the law, subsection what of the Constitution or whatever it is. It works. I'm not going to touch it. So to me, Bobby Wine is actually very smart.
No. I think it's a very
what?
No. And I'll find the word. It's a very look at me type of. It's a very attention-seeking approach.
It's not attention-seeking.
It's a very attention-seeking approach.
He's abiding by the law.
No.
He's abiding by the law.
Listen to me.
And meanwhile,
you can use that 18 million. See, the budget I told you about is, what you need for a tent, what you need for what you need for whatever. However, that doesn't stop you from doing it 3 times.
So you prefer for him to go and use that money for his constituents or his area to develop
any day
on the balance?
Any day. Like he says, the people of Chadondo East have needs. Those needs, like he's saying, are not going to be met by the current government, according to him. Okay? But if you have a method, you have now gotten money, and you're saying this money was given to me. You can get money, Gaetano. Somebody sends you by mistake money, 24 million. Okay? The first order of thing to do is to say, like Katolobama said,
actually, speaking of Katolwa, for him he said what?
Am I mad?
Him he said, no, you're not a bad man. Him he said even the 29 million is too little.
Yeah,
give me how much?
8 billion.
8 billion.
How much?
8 billion.
8 billion.
Yes, 8 billion.
8 billion.
Add me.
Senga kibadde kisoboka nga sente zibadde nga mu buwumbi nga 8 zonna twali zijjeeyo zonna.
Add me 8 because now we real work. But for me to real work, give me 8. But that's my point.
But I think he returned it also.
Yeah, I think he returned it eventually. Yeah, I had to return it. Anyway, my point is, guy, if you really want to make a difference and not be an attention-seeking MP, and you actually want to make a difference, which is the reason why your people voted for you, 29 million can do a lot for your people.
But it is
alongside.
But it is against the law to divert. The key word that Bobby Wine mentioned there, to divert funds from what they were initially intended for, is against the law.
So do it with the 18 million, which is your difference. So you use the money for what it's for, if that's your issue. You have a balance of 18 million. 18 million can roof 10 schools. We've seen so many reports of people saying that, people are now going under mango trees. It's bad. Fair enough. Use use that money.
So for
not
you-
only does it
not
only does it make a difference to your community, it secures your next membership into parliament. Like it actually makes a difference. My point is, yes, if you're against it, that's your right. You have that option. But
you know
if
what?
you really want
But-
to make a difference,
I get what you're saying, and that in principle makes a lot of sense. In theory, it makes a lot of sense. But when it comes down to it, the law will not allow you, because this is money that is supposed to be used for one thing. Hold on, and I know we're going around in circles here, but the thing is, he does not want to have any iota or inkling for them to say, aha, Olabie, uyo.
he used it for XYZ.
Mubbi. What's together? So that's why he's being very smart about it, saying no. And I'm glad he put it out over there for us to see.
For me, for this entire process to make validity in itself is for you to say, okay, fine, you have sent the money on the account, it is there, and actually put out a statement and say, thank you. I have consulted my constituents, and it has cost me 3 million shillings for them to say they don't want us to change the age limit. This is how I used the money. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I now have 24 million. Okay? But because this money was released, and I tell you this for a fact, well, not for a fact, I think, I could be wrong. So again, I could be wrong. That money that they have sent back, you think it's going back to BOU?
It's going back where? It's for party. It's for eating.
That money has been released. You know when you're in a bar, and then you say, Gaetano, let's pay the bill, 20,000. Then the guy says, no, your bill was already paid. Once this money has left the pocket, we have to drink it now. Those are bar rules. You do know that, right? You do know that.
Those are bad rules.
Those are bad rules. It has left.
It's good.
It has to. Now we said, now we have to drink this money. Same. The other one has gone.
I mean, look, at the end of the day,
It's going to go back, and I guarantee you that money may never reach its source.
most probably not.
9 times out of 10.
Most probably not. 13 billion shillings. And do you know how quickly this money was released? Simply because of Magezi's, Magezi Manenge has put things in poo-poo again. This because of this age limit arrangement.
Magezi didn't do anything. Magezi was a messenger.
He was a messenger. But anyway, 13, how quickly was that released? That means members are going to start coming up and throwing all kinds of private
but it
members'
was-
bills. And that money is never, this was put so fast.
It was released because people had fought. We have never fought in parliament, ever.
But you know what it comes down
In the
to?
history
Marcus,
of this
I'm-
year's
I'm gonna tell you
independence.
something. I want to tell you something.
50 years and
I
counting.
want to tell you something. And you may agree with me or you may not. This, to some people, they see it purely as a bribe. That was bribe money. Take this 29 million, consult, kumbe, ezo zigenda mu bribe. That is your bribe contingency plan. Remember the first one of term limits? 5. Interest, because of interest. And
It's the same as 29 now.
it's the same as 29.
No, it's not a bribe. We actually want to know
No.
what are Ugandans saying.
Anyway, that's some people are saying.
We
that. Some
want
people are
to
saying it's a
know.
pure bribe. That's what some are saying. Whether you're yellow, you're red, it's a bribe. And some have eaten, and some have not eaten.
And you,
Anyway. Money, the way money is thrown in this country, the way it is thrown,
how do we throw your money?
come on. Look at, for example, your uncle again. Father Lukodo. Eh? No, Father Lukodo with the porn machine. Remember we discussed it at the time when you were
but we
here?
found it was a committee.
Yeah, okay, a committee, whatever. How
Yeah,
much did they
yeah.
cost? That committee of yours?
2.6 billion.
2.6 billion shillings. Just for, on stupid stuff. It is on stupid shit.
No, it's not. And that's the problem with you guys. There was a report released. You see, the 2.6 billion was money for the committee over a 5-year period for them to do this job.
Fair enough.
Okay? They have even come out already with the research of where that money has gone. They've already done research. They have found out that Kampala, Jinja, Mbarara, the worst porn towns of this town.
They're the guys who watch the most porn.
Kampala, they are right.
You're one of them.
So Kampala, Jinja, Mbarara, worst. And it is between 17 and 50-year-olds. And here's the funny thing. All those people are in a relationship.
17 and 50 are the people who watch the most porn in Kampala, Mbarara, Jinja.
And they're in a relationship, all of them. Majority, not all, but majority are in a relationship. And it is because, and it's mainly the towns. It's mainly, if you go to the villages, it's not that big. It's the town centers, yeah?
Hello.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Hi. Marcus is my name.
I'm Brilliant. I like your conversation. Brilliant.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Without the T?
Without the T.
Brilliant.
But
Can I call you brilliant?
I am. Listen, I like your conversation, but I don't agree with what you're saying. I think porn is a free thing. I think it's okay to watch porn.
Where have you been? High five.
You know?
Yeah,
I think it's
And
perfect.
Jonah wakes up all of a sudden.
I think it's
After
perfect.
here, we're
Brilliant.
going to get.
Thank you. I think it's okay.
Brilliant. Tugenda kuba n'abantu mugundi yaffe.
For porn.
It's
Brilliant, you're
perfect.
saying?
I was saying
So
it's
you're
okay to watch porn because, I mean, as an adult, you're supposed to watch porn.
Supposed, like, so you make it like
Yes.
it's like the way you're supposed
It's
to pay
not a
bills.
must, but it's basic.
your right.
It's a right. It's essential to watch
Also
porn.
healthy for the relationship. Come on.
Thank you. You have to spice up the relationship.
Hey.
I've just realized that when the guy laughed about Kampala, he was in his mind is like, Nzasoka,
Do you know what?
Muni stay, was number one.
I'm there.
You know what?
So you don't have an issue with that whatsoever?
I don't have an issue because I'm a free person. I like doing what I want to do. I'm okay with watching porn. It's a normal thing. Like
To you.
like a normal
To you as who?
person. Me. To me as me.
As Brilliant,
Me as
say.
Brilliant. Me as a slay queen. I mean, I have to watch porn. It's a normal thing.
Hold on,
You as what?
Me
You as
as a slay queen. It's a normal thing.
Now, pause. Permission to ask one question, Yabo.
Please do ask. Feel
Brilliant.
You're not.
Yeah. Slay. I have a one question. It's only one, if you
Feel
don't mind. The term slay queen, what does it mean? And you, when you say me as a slay queen, what does it mean? In my language, you say ni woha. Who are you?
You know what? Let me tell you.
What?
As a slay queen is someone who is comfortable in what they are doing. Like someone who takes care of themselves, someone who looks good. Don't I look good?
Yes, you do.
Do I look good?
You look very nice.
Perfect. So I'm a slay queen. People just get the word wrong and put in so much. You know what? Let me call some people to clarify. Jonah, we are in this together. I have to clarify.
About the slaying.
Please.
So-
About the slang, yes. The point,
Who are you calling?
yes. I'm going to call my girls. We have to get this right.
So you're calling slay?
I'm calling a couple of slay queens.
Slay sisters.
My slay sisters.
Okay,
Please.
You call them. Go and call them.
I've waited for this day for the last 6 months. Ever since I said things slay queens on radio, so many social media slay queens. I want to know.
You
what the hell
people
is
get
slay?
it wrong. Let me call people to back me up.
Get them a
Slay
Slay queen. Slay queen.
Marcus, I've never seen you this happy.
Slay.
Slay queen.
No, I'm not happy. I want to be informed. Me, I'm a guy of knowledge.
Later round it out. Another round.
I want to be informed. Slay. Wait, so slay queens means people who are free.
No, you're slayed by a queen.